Welcome back to another video. I'm your trader Sam. Today we're going to talk about what we can expect to happen for Bitcoin next week and the rest of the crypto markets. Are we going to go sideways? Are we going to eventually come back up and break through these highs at 28,000? Or will we capitulate? We've been trading sideways for some time now. We've been faking out in both directions, trapping a lot of liquidity from both sides of the market. It is getting a little bit confusing, but we will definitely go through what we can expect next week. Before we jump into it, guys, please remember I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say in this video is for educational purposes. And you already know what time it is. I don't even have to say it. Smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. It's really going to help this channel grow. Let's do it together, guys. Okay, let's jump straight into it. So right now, price is at 26,599. We did get a slight breakout above the value area high here at 26,600. However, you can see we have been failing to break above. We didn't really get any acceptance above, and now we are currently just at resistance for this value area. This is definitely a bit of a tricky one. There's a general rule of thumb that when you are at resistance, you look for shorts. However, you do also need to look at the larger context. Now, we have been testing these highs for quite some time. And as we know, once you keep banging on a certain level, eventually the level gives way and you make the move, right? So we have been testing this zone here at 26,600 several times. So taking a short here, I mean, it is doable because your invalidation level is quite close by. So if you were to get stopped out, it's not going to be a major loss. However, on this channel, we want to look for the best trades with the highest probability setups. Now, if you were a bit of a sniper and you had your levels marked out here and you were looking at this, right, you would have noticed price slightly front ran the 618 zone. It came back up and it SFP'd off that level. That would have been the perfect opportunity for a quick scalp short, right? You could have got in quickly, taken profits early, but there was no real follow through for this move. So we want to look for those high probability setups, right? The next shorting opportunity that I see here is this sloping trend line that we have from the yearly highs touching this other high here at 30,264. We are yet to hit that for the third time. Now, I do believe when we eventually come up here and touch this level, right? If we do manage to get some confluence with the touch, like let's just say that by the time we hit this sloping trend line, we also get rejected at one of these daily levels at 27,295. I do believe that will present itself with a nice shorting opportunity. Obviously, you want to be looking at what the rest of the market is doing, what the ES is doing. Definitely, if the ES is at resistance and is showing signs of slowing down, that will definitely be a short trade here to look for. In terms of longs, I want to be looking for price to come down here. We have a bit of confluence at the 0.5. We have a weekly and daily level here at 25,820. So if price does come down here, gets a nice reaction, even coming down to take these lows, right? Maybe even coming down to the 618 at the value area low. We do have a lot of confluence here within this range. Just mark it out. Within this range here, a lot of confluence. So if price does trickle down here, we want to be seeing the reaction. If we get a bullish reaction, we also have this sloping trend line here. If we see the reaction, we can get into the trade. We don't want to be setting any limit orders. Looking on higher time frames, the fact that we have held support here so nicely with these long wicks at the value area low, I do expect that we will get another rise at least up to the value area high up here at 29,379. How long it takes for us to get there, it remains to be seen. There is a lot of talk of price eventually going down to much lower levels, right? Losing these lows here at 24,000 and going down to test 20K and so forth. But I'm not so sure about that. I've been saying this for a long time. These local lows we have here may just hold. I mean, I'm taking it level to level. I don't want to make too many prediction trades. I just want to take this level by level, taking profits and holding a partial amount of each position just for that potential rise or that potential drop. So when I'm getting into shorts, I'm also getting stopped out with about 30% of my position because I am looking for, the price just to shock us all. You do want to expose yourself to those kinds of moves. You want to keep about 25, 30% just in case you get that massive big drop or in case you get that huge pump. But I'm not getting into any trades and just looking for the moonshots. I'm definitely taking profits because this is a level to level environment. I mean, look at this. Since the 17th of March, this has just been one massive range. So if you're not quick to take profits, you definitely are not going to go far in this sideways market. I've said it many times and I'll say it again. Long term, this is a great place, I believe, to be loading up on Bitcoin for your spot wallet, right? I definitely have been buying around this value area low zone because there is no guarantee that we're going to break these lows and go lower. And when you look at the potential of how much there is to gain to the upside compared to how much there is to lose to the downside, I mean, it's not comparable. With 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio here, I mean, it's a no-brainer that you want to be at least putting some money aside for these zones at 26K. Now, this is obviously assuming that 15K is the overall low for the bear market. Some people do think that this is going to get broken. Now, that's where it comes down to conviction. As an investor, as a trader, you do at some point have to draw a line in the sand and have some sort of conviction, or else you're never going to get anywhere, right? At some point, you do have to put some money on the table and be prepared to face a bit of risk. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. Looking at the ES, guys, you can see that correlating with Bitcoin, really, it did break above the value area high briefly, but then it has come back down further and it is testing this upward sloping trend line, but still making aggressive higher lows. So even though it did fake out there, we could still expect price to come up and hit this zone at the value area high once again and try to push on further. But we just have to monitor the situation here, because if the ES does start to lose, let's say 4,434 and start to make bearish market structure, well, then we could expect the same for Bitcoin. But as it stands for now, still making higher highs and higher lows, I am expecting Bitcoin to follow suit. If you find value from these short YouTube updates, be sure to check out our Legends Discord community. You can see Andy, another coach, and myself. We post in here a lot, pretty much daily, and we do a lot more in-depth analysis as well. As you can see, Andy, the GOAT, he has posted in here, even on the weekend, coming in here, making sure that he's updating the community with what he is seeing in the charts, what he is expecting next, his trades. There's so much information on here. If you're just learning, or if you've already had some experience with Bitcoin and trading other crypto assets, there's really just so much information here for everyone. There's lots of training modules, there's live trading, and as you can see here, video updates, really in-depth stuff. Link in the description to our Legends Discord community. Also, guys, if you're looking for a very reputable exchange to do your trading on, myself, I trade with Bybit. Most of the people I know do trade with Bybit as well. It's pretty much the best out there. They've got a lot of different altcoin pairings, very good user interface. There's no glitchiness. There's amazing support. And rather than just waiting for emails, you can actually speak to support 24/7, and it only literally takes seconds to speak to them. Just an amazing exchange, and low fees as well. Also, you can get up to $30,000 worth in bonus with using this link over here. So check that out. That brings us to the end of this quick Bitcoin update on the weekend. I hope you found value from this update, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Ciao.